I got shit to do. I'm not gonna fucking... Yeah. I'm not gonna wallow in self-loathing all fucking day. I am going to try to build a grow thing. First thing I gotta do, find a power cord for my grow light. Then put it under there, duct tape it to under the desk, and it should work, hopefully. Unless it falls down and fucks everything up. Doesn't matter, I won't be putting him in dirt for about 3 days. I don't know where that fucking cord is, though. I've been looking for that. I honestly have no idea if that light still works. It's been outside for a long time. I'll have to go dig it up, plug it in, see if it works. I might be able to use an old PlayStation cord. That might work. I don't like that light. Fuck that light. I think I got that thing. Fuck it, I don't care. Okay, now if I was a... Oh shit, I'm not gonna find it up there. No. Okay, it's gotta be in my fucking storage unit. This is gonna be a bitch. So I found a couple of cords that might work. Look exactly the same. Let's see. This isn't the cord. But it might work. If not, I could maybe get a knife and whittle that fucker into fitting it. Alright, let's see if I can go find the light now. Need a flashlight or something? What do I do with a flashlight? I just had it. I don't know. What if it... I don't know. Just go. found it. And I think this cord does go to it. Now, if it still works, I'm in business. Hell yeah! Fuck yeah! Woo! this is good. This is very good. Chances of me growing pot just escalated a lot. Now I just need to find a spot to plug this fucker in at. I might need an extension cord or some shit. But I think both those sockets are taken. I need a flashlight. God damn it, I just took it out of my pocket. Fuck. Okay. Oh boy, this is gonna be a lot of shit. What do I do with that fucking flashlight? Okay. Okay. I can do this. I can do this. So you want to do it now, or I need something to... That would be safer than duct tape. I don't know if duct tape will hold it up like that. I can go ask. Yeah, this is good. That is a great grow spot right there. That's a great fucking grow spot. Alright, put it just like that. Or like this. That's really good. Really good. So in about, I don't know, I gotta go check the seeds, see if they've cracked or whatever. Started sprouting, and then I gotta do the paper towel thing. I've got some hours to kill before I can really start to fuck with it. But yeah, I'm glad I found that cord, man. Without that cord, I'd be fucked. Lucky day, lucky day. Yeah. I should probably scrub it off a little bit. It's a little dirty. It'll probably work. I think it'll tell you what kind of light it is. 120 volts, 60 hertz, and it won't. I can't see the watts. I think it says 87 watts. Lights of America. Yeah, I bet this was made in China. Maybe not. Probably though.
Doesn't say where it's made, not on it. But, you know, I haven't used this in quite a few years. I'm surprised it's still working. Let's see. This portable lamp has polarized plug. One blade is wider than the other. As a safety feature, this plug will fit in a polarized outlet only one way. If the plug does not fit fully in the outlet reserve, the plug outlet reserve the plug, period. That doesn't even make sense, dude. If it still does not fit, contact the qualified electrician. Never use with an extension cord unless plug can be fully inserted. Do not attempt to defeat this safety feature. No idea what they're talking about. It is getting kind of warm in here. So I guess I didn't get a fine yesterday because I don't know. I think they were coming by checking people's yards. I'm pretty excited about growing pot again. You know, when I was gonna get some fucking seeds again. So we're gonna try again this summer. It looks like. I can grow them about this tall indoors. I've never grown them taller than that before. Outdoors is a whole different story. I can grow them up to 12 feet tall. I think it's like 3 weeks before it starts to bud or flower or whatever. You're supposed to add molasses. Let it sit there for about a week and then just give it a shit ton of water. Gotta flush the damn thing when it starts budding. Way more water than it would normally get when it starts to bud. So this is best news I've had in a pretty long time. Plus, if I do get these plants going, dude, I love growing shit, man. It's very therapeutic. I'm a little worried about the dirt that I'm going to use, though. It could work. The dirt could very well work. But transplanting it, then it's going to have to get used to a different kind of soil. But it could work. It could work. Kind of want Joe to give me some more seeds, but let's see how these go first.
Okay, I got this, but it's got a magnet on one side.
That's alright, I'll use that thing.
I like to find it. It's got easy on this side, but it's got a magnet. Well, kind of weird on something like a sign, that you want, and then you put this on it.
This is gonna be good. There's 5 of them that'll probably start to grow, maybe. I don't know until they start to crack open. If they crack open, that means they're probably gonna grow. And it looks like they're cracking open. When did he give me those seeds? Like 2 o'clock yesterday, I think? I don't know. I got about 2 hours till I don't have to, but I'm waiting to. I'm excited. Very, very excited. Shit. Get some new ideas too. Ow! I got a splinter.
Yeah, I felt a lot better after I had some fucking food. I guess it was just because I woke up and I was on an empty stomach. I felt pretty bad. I feel better now. Fuck it, I'm gonna go check those seeds, man. Damn, I'm smoking way too much.
Way too much. Christ. Half a pack in a few hours.
Let's take a look. I think I'll give him a little bit extra time.
Give him a few more hours.
You're not ready yet.
Maybe tonight. I got the lamp going. I've got my squirt bottle going. That's pretty good. I don't really need to worry about pots because I can just take a plastic cup and poke a bunch of holes in the bottom. Might work. Yeah, I'm fucking excited.
I just hope I'm able to grow it at my mom's because that would be a big, big fucking help. So that's what my plan is. Grow them indoors until they're big enough to survive a transplant. And that's a special window of time. When they get too big, probably not going to survive a transplant. Too small, also not good. They need to be about that big for a transplant. That includes from the bottom of the root to the very top. Also, some rooting agent would be really nice. But I don't have any of that. I think I'm going to try to make my own. So what else is on the menu today? What am I doing today? I might try to clean out that bedroom a little bit. Maybe the dishes, I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah,
can I ask you something?
sure.
You know how you and your friends and they could have saved it. They could have saved it. Do you think if the Empire State Building here would start fire, do you think we would have let it burn like they did? Not us. We're Americans. They're, hey, doesn't make any difference. They're surrounded by water.
That was wood. It was 900-year-old wood. I bet it hurt real bad.
I think to everybody remember when we had that Houston flood? That tornado in Houston? Now that you were out on the internet remember when the floods were over there in Houston? They put out a video on the internet where it had Nazis drowning in my flood. They put it on the internet. Yeah, they put it on the internet. And I saw it. So one time I was over there downtown and I ran into the story guy. I told him about it. We saved your asses. So now the way they're taking it over there, that's all they're trying to take over here because they already got that big Omar and that other idiot. A 100 years from now, when everything settles and we start with a new generation of wanting to do bullshit like they do right now with our president, you know how they're capturing him and running him over with the money and taxes and taxes? That's stupid. But anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you. That you're on the internet and all that shit. Tell your president, you know what? I do believe in 100 years from now, when everything is settled, best president in the world, and the Lord that never had, you know, you heard him on the Old Testament. There's stories in there that apply to him. I mean, you know, they don't necessarily are damn or true or anything, but I see it and I know the evangelicals see it, like the Reverend Jeffrey from Austin, Texas, from Amsterdam. He's a very good friend. He said a lot of things out there. And I was watching the TVA when it explained the Bible in certain ways. And you watch, there's a story in there that applies to
but they couldn't get
And
there in
they
time.
spend everything on trying to, see, this is what political correctness is leading to. Extreme truth. Showed him the promised land, but then he told him that, and then he died.
Promised land Israel.
Yeah.
But Israel's not even so great.
It's the fucking greatest democracy in the Middle East, and you're not, it's not doing great.
All the other
I know. That's why. That's why see, the Old Testament is the prophecies. The New Testament is the fulfillment of the prophecies. Yeah, you want to look into the Bible? Talk to some of your Christian friends. It's a good, you don't have to do it. Just read it with your mind. That's how I used to do it in the joint. I had nothing to read. It's in the Bible. And I would read it, but I didn't get nothing out of it. And then when finally I woke up and I started reading it with my heart, now I'm done and I can understand it. And you will see some of the things that are in there that you can see all around. I'm telling you, brother. But anyway, they could have saved
Right.
Mr. Fred, that's all. Howard.
Okay, dope. Oh, shit. So what time is it now? It's almost noon, I think. Get some fucking music or something. Why is nobody talking? Somebody should have said something by now. It's not. Well, I will say this much. You know that turtle on a nuke, motherfucker? That dude is dumb. Fucking stupid. I pity the fool. I really do. Because he's pathetic in my eyes. To be that ugly and that stupid. I pity the fool. I'd like to to say, at least he's got his health, but I don't think he has that either. He was like the first patient in Canada to receive medical marijuana. And he's saying that constantly, all the fucking time. Like, why does that make a difference at all to anybody? How many cigarettes do I got left? Not many. Yeah. Well, that light's probably about to go. I'm gonna start moving some shit around. Gotta get that table underneath that table. But yeah, it's starting to look really good. I think I might just go fuck with it. I'll show you guys what I'm about to fucking get going here. It's gonna be awesome! Might as well get it pre-prepared. I'm gonna miss that table though, that was a good table. I could probably make another one or something. I'll just get a box and use it as a... Maybe a box would be better. Belong out here. It belongs in the fucking, it could work eventually. It's pretty close. I'll just use that for now and see how it goes. I can go back in the storage room. This is probably better. I don't really need a table, extra table here. It's a pretty good setup though. If I can get it set up. Oh my god, yeah. That's really nice. Really nice. That's what I've been looking for. Yeah, those hot dogs. I hope I don't get food poisoning. I only had one. It's pretty good. The stomach didn't like it though. Doesn't like it. Great ringing in my ears, lovely. Maybe I'm not feeling that great. I'm gonna get food poisoning, god damn it. Yep. Looks pretty good to me. I could do better if I had some shiny tinfoil. Probably pick that up at the store next. Yeah, it'll be too late by then. I don't think I have any tinfoil. Oh. I should probably keep it in the bathroom, huh? Because there's more humidity. It'll crack those seeds open sooner. I know the heating pad's not good, but I'm going to use it anyway because I don't feel good. If I can find this, there it is. I don't feel good, man. My kidney or liver, something hurting, or starting to hurt. Well, I guess I don't need the light on. Yeah, let's turn that off. Maybe some music too. Shit, why not? Bluetooth.
makes you itch? What sort of a situation would you like? Let's suppose, I do this often in vocational guidance of students. They come to me and say, well, we're getting out of college and we haven't the faintest idea what we want to do. So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Well, it's so amazing. As a result of our kind of educational system, crowds of students say, well, we'd like to be painters, we'd like to be poets, we'd like to be writers, but as everybody knows, you can't earn any money that way. Or another person says, well, I'd like to live an out-of-doors life and ride horses. I say, do you want to teach in a riding school? Let's go through with it. What do you want to do? When we finally got down to something which the individual says he really wants to do, I will say to him, you do that. And forget the money. Because if you say that getting the money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living, that is, to go on doing things you don't like doing, which is stupid. Better to have a short life that is full of what you like doing than a long life spent in a miserable way. And after all, if you do really like what you're doing, it doesn't matter what it is, you can eventually you can eventually become a master of it. The only way to become a master of something is to be really with it. And then you'll be able to get a good fee for whatever it is. So don't worry too much. Somebody's interested in everything. And anything you can be interested in, you'll find others for. But it's absolutely stupid to spend your time doing things you don't like in order to go on spending things you don't like and doing things you don't like, and to teach your children to follow in the same track. See, what we're doing is we're bringing up children, educated, to live the same sort of lives we're living, in order that they may justify themselves and find satisfaction in life by bringing up their children, to bring up their children to do the same thing, so it's all wretch and no vomit. It never gets there. And so, therefore, it's so important to consider this question, what do I desire?
shit. That felt pretty good. Feel a little bit better. Got the cord, that, yeah.
If you say that getting the money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living, that is, to go on doing things you don't like doing, which is stupid. Better to have a short life that is full of what you like doing than a long life spent in a miserable way. And after all, if you do really like what you're doing, it doesn't matter what it is, you can eventually you can eventually become a master of it. The only way to become a master of something is to be really with it. And then you'll be able to get a good fee for whatever it is. So don't worry too much. Somebody's interested in everything. And anything you can be interested in, you'll find others will. But it's absolutely stupid to spend your time doing things you don't like in order to go on spending things you don't like and doing things you don't like, and to teach your children to follow in the same track. See, what we're doing is we're bringing up children, educated, to live the same sort of lives we're living, in order that they may justify themselves and find satisfaction in life by bringing up their children, to bring up their children to do the same thing, so it's all wretch and no vomit. It never gets there. And so, therefore, it's so important to consider this question: what do I desire? We've been hoodwinked into the feeling that we exist only inside our skins. And if we do that, comes disaster. We exploit the world we live in. We don't treat it with love and gentleness and respect. Kick the world around in revenge, the feeling that really we are puppets which the world kicks around. The real you is not a puppet which life pushes around. The real deep down you is the whole universe. And it's doing Your living organism and all its behavior, it's expressing it as a singer sings a song. You are something the whole universe is doing in the same way that a wave is something that the whole ocean is doing. Because you see, underneath the superficial self, which pays attention to this and that, there is another self, more really us than I. And if you become aware of that unknown self, the more you become aware of it, the more you realize that it is inseparably connected with everything else that there is. Eternal thing that comes and goes, that appears now as John Jones, now as Mary Smith, now as Betty Brown, so it goes forever and ever. This total galaxy, bounded by the Milky Way, and that furthermore this galaxy is a function of all other galaxies. And that vast thing that you see far off, far off, far off with telescopes, you look and look and look. One day you're going to wake up and say, why, that's me. And in knowing that, you see that you never die. This total galaxy, bounded by the Milky Way, and that furthermore this galaxy is a function of all other galaxies. And that vast thing that you see far off, far off, far off with telescopes, you look and look and look. One day you're going to wake up and say, why, that's me. And in knowing that, you see that you never die.
To be detached from the world, in the sense that Buddhists and Taoists and Hindus will often talk about detachment, does not mean to be non-participative. You can have a sexual life very rich and very full, and yet all the time be detached. By that I don't mean that you just go through it mechanically and have your thoughts elsewhere. I mean a complete participation, but still detached. And the difference of the two attitudes is this. On the one hand, there is a way of being so anxious about physical pleasure, so afraid that you won't make it, that you grab it too hard. That you just have to have that thing. And if you do that, you destroy it completely. And therefore, after every attempt to get it, you feel disappointed. You feel empty, you feel something was lost. And therefore you want it again. You have to keep repeating, because you never really got there. And it's this that is the hang-up. This is what is meant by attachment to this world, in an evil sense. But on the other hand, pleasure in its fullness cannot be experienced when one is grasping it. I knew a little girl to whom someone gave a bunny rabbit. She was so delighted with the bunny rabbit and so afraid of losing it that taking it home in the car, she squeezed it to death with love. And lots of parents do that to their children, and lots of spouses do it to each other. They hold on too hard, and so take the life out of this transient, beautifully fragile thing that life is. To have it, to have life, and to have its pleasure, you must at the same time let go of it. And then you can feel perfectly free to have that pleasure in the most gutsy, rollicking, earthy, lip-licking way. One's whole being taken over by a kind of undulative, convulsive ripple, which is like the very pulse of life itself. This can happen only if you let go.
What do you mean happiness? What exactly do you mean by happiness? If you translate a particular sensation as happiness, you call it happiness, a particular sensation that is there. You separate yourself and use that knowledge about the happiness that is put in there and translate that and tell yourself that you are happy. You understand? All sensations are very short-lived. They can't last forever. So the moment you separate yourself from a particular sensation and tell yourself that you are happy, the demand to keep that going longer than its duration of life is inevitable. So what all you are doing to stretch that and keep that going on and on has turned that into the opposite unhappiness. You are stuck with unhappiness. Same is the case with the pleasure. You want to be in that state of pleasure all the time. It is just not possible. So you are turning pleasure into pain. We are not ready to accept it. And all those religious jokers tell us, we have some ways, we'll teach you the techniques of meditation, yoga, this, that and the other, and you will be in a permanent bliss. The demand for every area of our existence is a cause of human misery. There is no such thing as permanence at all.
Well, I keep saying, de-emphasize anxiety. Reassure people. You meet people who say, I'm really scared. I'm scared about my job. I'm scared about my relationship. I'm scared. And says, don't worry. You don't know enough to worry. That's God's truth. Who do you think you are that you should worry, for crying out loud? It's a total waste of time. It presupposes such a knowledge of the situation that it is in fact a form of hubris. No, what you do is just pay your bills and, pack heat if you need to, and don't worry. That's all. Yes. worry is praying to the devil. That's right. Worry is betting against yourself. You know, Wi Po Yang, a great Chinese Taoist who wrote many, many commentaries on the I Ching, he was asked at the end of his life what was his conclusion of a life of studying the I Ching. And he said, worry is preposterous.
Giza! I remember you from before. A long fucking time ago. Back there in the bedroom, huh?
To be detached from the world, in the sense that Buddhists and Taoists and Hindus will often talk about detachment, does not mean to be non-participative. You can have a sexual life very rich and very full, and yet all the time be detached. By that I don't mean that you just go through it mechanically and have your thoughts elsewhere.
It had a different name back then, Mega Daryl. Remember A Daryl? Mega Daryl, I don't know. I remember Unstable Giza from years ago.
A complete participation, but still detached. And the difference of the two attitudes is this. On the one hand, there is a way of being so anxious about physical pleasure, so afraid that you won't make it, that you grab it too hard. If you were the Supreme Self, what would you do? I mean, would you just sit there and be blissfully one and forever and ever and ever? Well, obviously not. You would play games. You would, in other words, for the very nature of the fact that I said, no energy system is an energy system unless it lets go of itself. So you would let go of yourself. And you would get lost. And you get involved in all sorts of adventures. And you would forget who you were. Just as when you play a game, you're playing poker. And although you're only playing for dimes or for chips, you get absorbed in the game. And nothing really important to win, nothing really important to lose, and yet it becomes fantastically interesting. Who wins and who loses. So in the same way it is said that the Supreme Self gets absorbed through ever so many different channels, which we call all the different beings, in the plot, just like an artist or a writer gets completely absorbed in the artistic creation that he's doing, or an actor gets absorbed in the part in the drama. At first we know it's a drama. We go to a play, and we say it's only a play. And the proscenium arch tells us that what happens behind that arch is not for real, just a show. But the great actor is going to make you forget it's just a show. He's going to have you sitting on the edge of your chair. He's going to have you crying. He's going to have you trembling, because he almost persuades you that it's real. And what would happen?
Hello? I think you have the wrong number.
That was not me. I do not know how that happened. But
was confronted by the very best audience. Why, they'd be taken in completely. And the one would confirm the other. So this is the idea of the universe as Brahma. That the fundamental self, the Saguna Brahma, plays this game, gets involved in being all of us, and does it so damn well. It's so superbly acted that the thing appears to be real. And we're not only sitting on the edge of our chair, but we start to get up and throw things.
that was weird. Number in his phone.
Join in the drama, and it all becomes whatever it is that's going on. See? Then, of course, at the end of the drama, because all things have to have an end, they have a beginning, the curtain goes down and the actors retire to the green room. And there, the villain and the hero cease to be villain and hero, and they're just the actor. Then they come out in front of the curtain, and they stand in a row, and the audience applauds the villain along with the hero. The villain for having been a good villain, the hero for having been a great hero. Play is over. And everybody heaves a sigh of relief. Well, that was a great show, wasn't it? All this world is a big act. Leela, the play of the Supreme Self. It is therefore compared to a dream, to a passing illusion. And you should this. Or do you know deep within you that you're a put-on?
Once upon a time, there was a Chinese farmer who lost a horse.